Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you may.
On the, going back to the Arn topic, if we look at Starrcade 87, there's a lot of problems with the show itself and the booking of the show, and that's kind of where the Dusty finish in the tag title match with the Road Warriors losing in Chicago was a big mistake. Pulling the event out of Greensboro and Atlanta, we can include Atlanta in there, but certainly Greensboro.
Right.
Big mistake. So there's lots of little problems you can look at there, but Vince McMahon screwing with that pay-per-view, putting Survivor Series up against it, doing everything he can to hurt that pay-per-view, did damage that Jim Crockett never recovered from. If Jim Crockett had had that pay-per-view on the air and had all the clearances he desired, and who knows what the number would have been if he had had them, how different would everything have been in 88?
Oh, fuck.
Would it have generated enough income, you think, that it would have justified some of the contracts that were going to happen, the plane, the purchase of the UWF and the syndicated network? I mean, did that one pay-per-view, and I guess you could even include the Bunkhouse Stampede.
Because a lot of those had already happened.
Right.
See, that's the thing is...
It's all 87. 87's like the make or break year.
If Starrcade 87 had all the clearances of the Bash 88, because it was promoted in the same vehicles. It was promoted on Crockett's syndicated TV. It was promoted on TBS on Saturday and Sunday. Business was not as hot as it had been in 86, but still it would have certainly done approximately... Starrcade 87 would have done probably comparable business to the Bash 88. So right there would have been, let's see, what's the math? If they did a couple of 100,000, I can't even remember what the Bash fucking did 88 on pay-per-view. Maybe you can get me a number of pay-per-views that sold while I ramble here. And they were, what, $20, $25 back then, or was it 30? Let's say they're $25 a piece. If they sold fucking 250,000 of them at $25 a piece, there's about 600 grand. Half that, when you do the split, there's $300,000 in one fucking night. Crockett was $2 million in the hole when he found out about it. But if they had ways of making... And then the Bunkhouse Stampede, not a great fucking card, but if it had full cable coverage, still, when you're talking about the ability from that time to make, even if it's delayed payments and doesn't come in for months afterwards, you know that's coming, hundreds of thousands of dollars in one night, that would have changed the whole fucking thing. They wouldn't have been $2 million in the hole. Even when they made those purchases.
I found something here, and it has some estimates on numbers.
Okay.
Starrcade 87 estimated at 20,000 pay-per-view buys.
Yeah, there you go.
Bash 88, 190,000 pay-per-view buys.
There you go. And what, the Bunkhouse Stampede, or did anybody even know it happened?
Approximately 200,000 buys.
No, there was not. The Bunkhouse Stampede, no, it was not.
According to this website, I'm going to see if I can find something else.
Yeah, you need to find something else. As a matter of fact, hold on here 1 second. I didn't know we were going into this much detail.
He's going for the books, ladies and gentlemen. This is a man who kept his records, kept all the numbers, kept all the figures, all the documents. He has all the receipts, all the notes from the booking committee. All the notes to Jim Herd. All the notes telling Jim Herd to die. He has it all. Mr. Jim Cornette.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just seeing if the Midnight Express book might have had any pay-per-view buy numbers that I might have been able to include on the Bash. I know I didn't include them on the... Oh, good Lord, hold on. Can't find it. Coming up on it. I only have the house, which was $206,000 in Baltimore. But nevertheless, the point is, yes, it would have made a huge fucking difference. It would have made a big difference Because even if few people purchased it in all those different markets, it was still been a huge number of different markets. So there was a legitimate difference in the gross. And I think that would have made a lot of difference, because they would have had, and also the television advertising revenue that everybody was talking about was going to roll in. They did have some, but it was not rolling in; it was trickling in, and it wasn't nearly what it was projected to be. So all of a sudden, over that 6 and 9 month period, they'd spent all that money. They couldn't even keep track of it. They didn't have any of the money coming in, and people told them it was going to come in. And it didn't start coming back till the following summer. And to be honest, if Turner hadn't got involved, it still would have been the same way. They probably couldn't have got the full cable clearance. Anyway, so we wanted to make those confirmations. Does that clear everything up?
Not everything, but close to
it. Some things.
Something.
I'd like to clear some things up. The Cornette's Collectibles customers at JimCornette.com are rapidly receiving their merchandise. We've already seen some people start to tweet as the packages now are trickling out. Actually, no, the packages are more than trickling. They're full-fledged flowing now. And please allow a 7 to 10 day turnaround because we're hectic here. But the T-shirts, the thank you, fuck you, bye T-shirts, the Cornette face T-shirts, they're evergreen Christmas gifts for fun for the whole family. They do so well this time of year because even if you've got one, your best friend or your worst enemy doesn't. The thank you, fuck you, bye, and Cornette face masks have literally been flying out of the boxes. And I forgot to mention last week, burger towels, Brian, this time of year. Not only do they make great gifts and stocking stuffers, but also you can take them if you are going to have a family holiday dinner this year, folks. If your family isn't contagious, you can take them to Thanksgiving at grandma's and you can spread them out on your lap so that you don't, make a pig of yourself. So the burger towels are popular, the face masks, the T-shirts, as well as the books, DVDs of classic wrestling and classic wrestling interviews, and so much more. JimCornette.com. Click on collectibles, make your purchase. Remember, every single friend and neighbor and acquaintance that you have this Christmas with cheap stuff, cheap in price, but not in quality, from JimCornette.com, and then wait for a couple of weeks because it's taken me a while to get this thing accomplished here. We're shipping shit as swiftly as shit can be shipped. Thank you for your support.